This video is sponsored by NordVPN. In a bit, I'll show you how to surf the internet without a trace. Hey guys, Sak here from SAKITECH, and in today's video, I'm going to be talking about the Samsung Galaxy S20 Ultra, which I have right over here, and the OnePlus 8 Pro that I have right here. So last week, what I did was I switched over to the OnePlus 8 Pro from the Samsung Galaxy S20 Ultra to see if I'm going to end up switching to the 8 Pro permanently. And of course, this week I want to give you guys an update and let you know what I have decided. And of course, as you can tell by the title of this video, I have switched back to the Samsung Galaxy S20 Ultra. I just couldn't do the OnePlus 8 Pro, not because it's not a bad phone, but because of the reasons I'm going to tell you guys in this video. So basically, these phones have a lot of similarities. They both have good screens, they both have good speakers, they both have the basic flagship features such as water resistance, wireless charging, and reverse wireless charging. But when it comes to the absolute best, that's going to be the Samsung Galaxy S20 Ultra. Now, one thing that I want on my phones, when I buy a phone and I pay a lot of money for it, $1,000, $1,500, whatever, I want to make sure that that phone is rich with software features. I don't want a minimalistic phone. And that's what the 8 Plus Pro is. It's not as minimalist as a Pixel smartphone. It does have some customization features, but compared to the S20 Ultra, it's absolutely nothing. The S20 Ultra has extensive software features, and none of these things are bloatware like some people claim them to be. The phone still runs like a champion. It's got the latest processor. It's got 12 gigabytes of RAM. It's just smooth and snappy as the OnePlus 8 Pro. So let me quickly dive into the software and show you the differences in capabilities of both of these smartphones. Alright, so here we have the S20 Ultra, here we have the 8 Pro. Let me go to the settings here. I'm going to pick one example here. I'm going to show you multiple examples, but let's go to the first one. So let me go into the lock screen. I'm going to go into the always on display. So this is the display you get to see when the phone is turned off, and both phones have it. So I'm going to tap over here. This one here is going to be in customization, and here's the clock style. For example, you can pick 3 or 4 clock styles for the always on display. 3 actually. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then you can do none if you don't want an always on display. So that's great that we have a customization. But take a look at this one. I can tap on clock style, and I have all these various options for my always on display. Not only do I have the options, I can go in and I can change the actual color of the always on display. Then I can click on done, and that's not over. I can also pinch the screen right here, go into my themes. That's going to take me to the store, okay, and tap on AOD, and I have millions of always on displays that I can have on my actual lock screen when the phone is turned off. For example, this thing right here, whatever that means. So we have options like this. The difference in the level of customization is unbelievable. Another simple thing, if I want to move 5 applications from one home screen to the other one, on this one I have to drag each one and just go over here and dump it right there. With this one, what I can do is I can tap and hold on one app, okay, just tap and hold, and then I can say select items. I can select all the items that I want, just like this. Then I grab them all, okay, and I can just move them at once. I can dump them right here. That's just fantastic. Not something you can do over here. You have to do everything one by one, which is just a waste of time, okay? So real quick, guys, I know we love the internet, but everything that you're doing online is basically being tracked by everyone, including your service provider. Now with NordVPN, your location and your connection can be completely hidden and secured, so you can surf the internet without a trace, no matter where you are, whether that's your home or in a public location. So if you do care about your privacy and your security, grab NordVPN. It's so secure, it even allows you to trick the system by making it look like you're surfing the web from another country, while you could be sitting in the United States, so you become untraceable and hack proof. Now, if you go to nordvpn.com/org/SAKITECH, what you're getting is 70% off Plus, you get 1 month free, and of course, you get nothing to lose because you get a 30-day money-back guarantee. So make sure to use the link nordvpn.org/SAKITECH, which is also linked down below. It's time to become untraceable. Now, this phone also has something known as the secure folder, okay, which I have renamed as secret files. Now, when I tap on this one, okay, it wants me to put in my PIN number. I'm going to put in a PIN number here that I set. I think it's 111. Okay, so this is a password secured environment where I have secret copies of every single app here. So the gallery, the photos, I'm hiding them all here. The ones that are private, I don't want to show other people. I can hide calendar entries, notes. I can even use a private camera to take private pictures without using the one on the outside. On this phone, again, you don't have that option. You have something similar if you go to the settings. I think it's in utilities, and it's known as the app locker, but it only locks one application. For example, if I lock the calendar application, every time I tap on it, it's going to ask me a password. With this one, I can still go to my calendar application, but then I have a separate copy of the calendar application running under the secret files where I can hide all these things if I want. Can even have separate Facebook profiles under secret files. On top of that, the Samsung Galaxy S20 Ultra has the Samsung DeX functionality that allows me to switch this phone into a computer. As long as I have a monitor, I can attach this phone to the monitor via a simple cable, and it converts into an actual desktop-like environment to get some work done. So the OnePlus 8 Pro does not have that. It's simple, minimum to the point, but it's not rich and extensive as the Samsung Galaxy S20 Ultra. And the thing is, the performance does not take a hit. There is no lag here. There is no stutter. There is no bloatware. This is an unlocked version, and there's no bloatware in here, just a built-in amazing software features. I can even go into my settings here and go into advanced features, and I have something known as the link to Windows, where I can link this smartphone to my Windows PC and see the phone actually projecting on the Windows PC. It can mirror the actual screen. This one, again, does not have that option. Nor does it have a screen recorder. You can record the screen, can't record the screen, okay? So all these things are usable software features, and they're valuable. So that was the software stuff. Now let's move on and talk about something else. Let's talk about the camera real quick. So interestingly enough, the OnePlus 8 camera is actually pretty good. For the average consumer, even for somebody like me, I can use either camera and I'll be satisfied with the photos they take, with the videos that they record. But the fact is, the S20 Ultra does have a more extreme camera. This is a stronger camera than the one you have on the 8 Pro. Now, first and foremost, take a look at these photos that I took in the nighttime. Photo after photo after photo, the S20 Ultra delivers the brighter photo at absolute darkness and nighttime conditions. So that's one thing. Even though consumers will enjoy either smartphone, you know when you dive in to the features and the extremities of these cameras that the S20 Ultra is ahead. And that's what I want. When I'm paying premium money for a flagship, I want the best of the best. Even if I'm not going to use it, I want the option to be there. And of course, you have things like 8K recording on the S20 Ultra that the OnePlus doesn't have, just in case you want to use it. And then you have the extreme slow motion video, which on the S20 Ultra gives you up to 960 frames per second if you so desire. With the 8 Pro, you're limited at 240 frames per second. So again, for the average consumer, not a big deal, but the fact is the S20 Ultra has the more extreme camera. Other things that we have on the S20 Ultra, that also we have on the S20 and the S20 Plus. So even those phones can be better than the 8 Pro. You have some extras like the microSD expansion, which I use sometimes. Again, it's nice to have it. Not a killer feature, but nice to have it. And one more thing I want to talk about is the display. Like I said, the displays on these smartphones are stunning on both of these smartphones. But I did notice after watching movies on both, after just looking at text, the absolute screen quality on the S20 Ultra is actually better. And the funny thing is, the 8 Pro has, on paper, has a higher peak brightness than the S20 Ultra. It's slightly higher on paper. But when I took them both outside and put them side by side, for some reason, the S20 Ultra's screen seemed more clear under direct sunlight conditions. So that's just an observation that I had, and I'm letting you guys know. So again, the bottom line for me is I want the best of the best, and OnePlus 8 Pro is not the best of the best. It is the S20 Ultra on the Android side, and that's the phone I'm gonna stick with. Now I know this is $1,400. That's a huge price jump from the $1,000 price tag of the 8 Pro. So in that sense, if you want to save $400 and still have a flagship experience, you should go with the 8 Pro if you want to save all that money. But if you want the absolute best, this is what you want to get. Now here's another option that you have. If you still want a Samsung phone, you don't have to get the 8 Pro. You can actually get the Samsung S20 Plus, which is still a better smartphone than the 8 Pro. It basically has all the benefits of the S20 Ultra minus a slightly lower capacity camera, which equals out to the 8 Pro, and their prices are equal too. So you can still get an S20 Plus and you'll have a better experience. You still get all the extra software features. You still get the super quality display, smooth operation, 120 Hertz refresh rate on the Galaxy side. But if you just want an 8 Pro, I'm telling you, it's not a bad phone. I haven't been a fan of OnePlus phones for a while now. I think they were a little sleazy phones pretending to be flagship killers when they were missing half of the flagship features. But the 8 Pro has rectified that, but the price has also shot up. But right now, this is definitely a flagship smartphone with a very good camera and top level display quality. If you want it, you're going to be satisfied with it. But like I said, if you want the best of the best, in my opinion, that is the S20 smartphones. All right, so a quick summary on why I chose the S20 Ultra. It's got more rich software features that are actually useful. I think it has the better absolute screen quality, even though both phones have amazing displays. And of course, the S20 Ultra also has the absolute better camera quality and features. And finally, it does have some extras like the micro SD slot in case you want to have that option. Now, the one thing that I like on the OnePlus 8 that I have not seen on Samsung phones for a while is the back right here. It's not shiny. It's nice and matte, all right? So it doesn't pick any fingerprints, not like this guy at least. So that's one thing I wish Samsung brings to the table in the future. That's really something that bothers me on these phones. So I would like to see them get the matte finish. This is still glass, still wireless charging. So if they can do it, maybe Samsung can do it as well. And as you can see, it does not look ugly one bit, okay? But this one, with all the fingerprints, does kind of look a little bit ugly, all right? So that's one criticism that I had on the S20. So let me know if you agree with my assessment here, or do you prefer the 8 Pro, and let me know why. And even though you might think the software on the 8 Pro is so much better, it's not. The S20 Ultra software actually is better because it is richer and it's still fast and smooth. No problem, there's no lag. All right, so drop those comments down below. Let me know. And for now, guys, have a fantastic day. I will see you in the next video. And again, I have officially switched back to the S20 Ultra from the 8 Pro.